Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to learn about stress and intonation in English language. Stress is the emphasis that may be given to certain syllables in a word or to certain words in a phrase or sentence. Now, what is syllable? A syllable is a unit of pronunciation having one vowel sound with or without consonant sounds. So, syllable is a unit of pronunciation. Look at the picture. This is how we divide syllables in a word. For example, in a word children, we have two units of pronunciation. We have two syllables. Children. Children. In the same way, we have next word banana. Banana. Here we have three syllables. And the next word intelligent. We have four sounds and four syllables. So stress can be very useful to highlight the word with greater importance in the sentence. This can also be very useful and helpful if the words have same spelling but with different functions. Now, stressed syllables are louder than non-stressed syllables. They are longer and have a higher pitch. What is pitch? Pitch is the rise and fall of our voice. It is the rise and fall of our voice. For example, here is the word husband. Here we have two syllables, husband. The stress is on hus and then band, husband. So stress is very important to convey a proper meaning in a proper way. It can also be called a grammatical device in spoken English. It serves to mark the function of the words in the spoken language. So it is important. So next we have intonation. In linguistics, intonation describes how the voice rises and falls in speech. Intonation is important in the day-to-day conversation to make the communication accurate and effective. Making a wrong intonation can create confusion in a sentence or in a communication process. It is used to indicate the attitude, emotions, intentions, or feelings of the speaker. When we talk about intonation, we are actually talking about the pitch, the rise and fall of the voice, the rhythm, and we are adding the meaning in a more effective and accurate way. Here we are going to learn about two important patterns of intonation, rising and falling. We use rising intonation mostly when we ask question. For example, when I say, when does the meeting start? Here, when I say start, the voice is going upward. We can also use rising intonation and this pattern when we talk about the list of the things. For example, in a sentence, I'm going to buy milk, egg, vegetables, and pizza. In the first three items, our voice pattern was going upward, and in the last, when I said pizza, it was going downward. It was going downward, or it was falling. We can also use falling pattern while commanding or giving orders at the end of the sentence. For example, if I say shut the door, shut the door, here the sound is going down The sound is, the voice is falling at the end of the sentence. The voice is falling at the end of the sentence. This is how we make rising and falling voices.